Hello everybody. So I am semi-losing my voice, but I wanted to do this video because I realized that I did this training in one of the parts of the 14-day challenge. If you guys did that, you probably seen this information, but I never really broke it down in its own separate video for you all who maybe are a little bit hesitant to prospect. You feel like prospect is code messaging. I mean, let's just throw it out there. Most of you guys who are not prospecting, you're not doing it because you think it's code messaging, and that's okay. For 2 years, I trained on attraction marketing and thought that messaging was spammy until I understood and I learned and I was taught the psychology behind what we're doing now and why it's not spammy and the difference. So really quickly, I want to go over the buy cycle. So these are the different positions, and this is really important to take note of. 0 is no awareness or no relationship with this person. 1 is awareness. The prospect becomes aware of offers, so asking if they're open and giving them an out. That's our blueprint of, hey, I just started a new business. You were one of the first people I thought about. I was wondering if you'd be open to taking a look at what it is that I'm doing. If not, that's totally cool. This may not be a fit for you. I have no idea. Or any of the other blueprints that, has that similar format. Number 2 is consideration. Prospect evaluates solution to potential need. That's whenever you tag them in the video and then you follow up to ask if they watched it. So if they watched it, you move on to number 3, which is the intent. Prospect's emotional inclination towards the solution, so towards what you're offering them. What did you like about the video? And you work through what they liked about the video and also any objections that they have. So it's kind of like weighing the pros and cons and finding out their intent of whether or not they're ready to get started or purchase if you're doing prospecting with potential customers. And then number 4 is the actual purchase. So prospect takes the action of ordering or signing up. You're asking for the sign up. Hey, let's get you signed up. All you have to do is go to insert website and click on become a beauty guide. So, or, if you're doing products and you go here and check out my link or catalog, or if you need help, blah, blah, whatever the blueprint says. So that being said, I want to explain the difference in code messaging versus prospecting code market. And in that, I'm going to use a real life example of a script from another company and compare it to the ones that we're doing. So with a code message, you'll see the first one. Spam, the definition of spam is actually assuming the position of the prospect, those positions that we were just talking about, without any evidence. You're collapsing the buy cycle. That buy cycle, 0 to 4, you're collapsing it. And so an example of code messaging would be, hey girl, which by the way, you shouldn't say girl, you should say their name. I know some of you guys are like, hey girl fanatics, but you should use their name. So, hey girl, I am so excited. I just launched my own cosmetics business and I immediately knew that you would love it. I have set a goal to get 5 orders in my first week. Please check out my link. Also, this could be used with business partners. I immediately knew that you would be amazing at this. I've set a goal to build my team or to recruit 3 people this month, whatever. Or even just, I immediately knew that you would be amazing at this. Please check out my link. That's assuming that they would be amazing at this. Even if you just say, hey, I think you would be awesome at this, like, how do you know that they would be awesome? Unless they're just like super close best friends, you're assuming that they would even want this. So that's going to be code messaging. That's collapsing that buy cycle. And this was kind of like the worst one. It's the worst code message because you're collapsing it to position 4 of straight out, like making them check out your link. So with what we're doing with prospecting your code market, the example for that is going to be, hey, name. I wasn't going to message you at first, and I thought, why not? I just didn't want you to think this was a spammy message. It's great to just go ahead and call the elephant out of the room. If you think that they're going to think this is spammy, just say you didn't want it to be spammy. Just like if you're, maybe checking up with an old friend you haven't talked to in years, and they're probably, and that they're sitting there thinking, wow, you haven't messaged me in forever. What do you want? Just call it out and say, hey, I know that we haven't talked in a long time, and I'd really love to catch up. But for right now, I was just wondering if you'd be open to taking a look, blah, 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 blah. Right? So call out whatever you think their thoughts could be. And then I'm looking for some awesome people to work with, and I was wondering if you'd be open to learning more about what I'm doing. If not, that's totally cool. This may not be a fit for you. I have no idea. So if you cannot see the difference in those 2 messages, you need to message me and let me I honestly, I don't know how I could further explain, but we need to work through this mental block because prospecting is what has changed in the games. You guys have seen so many people, not just high ranks, executives, like literally brand spanking new beauty guides and trainings who are rocking this out, adding people to their team, getting new customers. It's been insane, and it's working, and you guys know it's working, but you're not willing to get through that mental block of code messaging. So hopefully this video will help. But that being said, on this prospecting code market script, we are starting at position 1. We're just asking, we're making that offer. And you have to understand, in this way, you're offering them something. You're not trying to take from them. You're offering them something. You're offering them education. And whenever you offer the education, then they get to decide if they want to take it or not. They get to make that decision. You're not shoving it down their throat with no evidence and making those assumptions. So I hope that makes sense. Hashtag makes sense below if that makes sense to you. And then the next thing I want to talk about, just in case you're new to this group or you have no idea what to do with these people once you start, or maybe you're just not doing anything, it is so important that you add tag message. It is so important that you add them to our collaborative group where potential customers, potential recruits, current customers, and current beauty guides are added and tagged in a short video. It's that video at the top with me in the blue shirt explaining details on the company. And that's a great video whether they're a potential customer or a potential beauty guide. Because if you have someone that says, I'm not interested in representing the company, but you still tag them in that video because it talks about the 4 different pro partnerships that we have and why our products are set apart from any other direct sales company, or really, I mean, anywhere in that way, it also still slides in that business opportunity. So you're getting them exposed to both sides. So even for potential customers, I would still tag them in that video. And then also, if you're looking for something specific, go to the search bar, type in One Drop Wonder, SoTalks, makeup, whatever it is that you're looking, it'll pull up some different videos and posts. And then because this add tag message is this, group that you're adding them in, it's easily duplicatable, which is going to be a very, very attractive recruiting tool. So if you talk about having this easy duplication system where all you do is add people to a group, tag them in a video, and people are signing up left and right because it's so simple, you don't have to do lives if you don't want to. And in fact, marketing and doing lives is only a form of being able to generate more leads for you to go prospect. Understand? So also to make sure, and this group is going to be your easy follow-up system. So if you add 10 people to that group and you don't talk to them for a whole week, they're still getting exposed to the company from the multiple posts that's being posted there every single day. I know some of you are sitting there thinking, I don't know how y'all are, I love you, but if you're over there complaining about how much of that group blows up and, well, there's like 25 posts in there today, well, so what? I would rather have a super highly engaged, active group of collaborative people who literally someone went in there and said, every time I go in this group, I see something inspiring. Hello. I would rather have that than a dead group with no engagement. So the more posts, the better. I mean, that's what I think. So anyways, then you have the prospecting blueprint. It's in the beginner unit. And just in case you don't believe me, here is just a very, very, very small handful of testimonials. I have multiple text messages, multiple Facebook Messenger messages, multiple posts, multiple comments of people who are changing their business. Because of the blueprints, I was able to gain 5 new customers and double my highest sales month and triple my average month. And the best part is that the work is repeatable. I can do it again in September and now more than ever. And this is when we just started this back in August. I am convinced that I can double August and grow my team if I reach more people. I'm still on cloud 9. When I woke up this morning, I didn't expect anyone to join today, ending my night with 2 new beauty guides and trainings. Prospecting works, y'all. It really works. I've recruited 3 in 3 weeks. I've had 8 opportunity calls in 3 weeks. I've gained 3 new customers in 3 weeks. I have 3 more about to join at the end of this month, beginning of next. So to say this stuff works. 3 potential recruits who want more info. More than I've had in 17 months of being here. 3 new customers, multiple conversations, now helping my team use this same process. 2 one-on-ones in a week, 1 new customer, 1 new potential customer that just messaged me, 1 new prospect. Love this group. I have only had 1 organic recruit in 2 years. I am actively talking to 4 people that might join. It is working for me, just saying. Love, so motivating. So make sure you're doing Celebration Fridays. Make sure you're posting your results. Make sure that you are prospecting. If you're not prospecting, you are missing a game-changing aspect to your business. I am telling you, I will hold your hand. I will log into your Facebook account if I have to and go send out messages to people. Let's go. Let's do it. I'm excited. Let's literally change the world and spread love life everywhere. Love y'all. See you out there.